Hey fellas, you wouldn't know this, but months ago the Alex Jones channel, a bullshit and pseudoscience paranoia merchant.
I know what tyranny means. I know the bankers are putting poison in our food and water. I know the bankers have stolen $8.5 trillion. I know we're under War Powers Act. I know they're hurting us. I know they're carrying out New World Order. I know they staged those terror attacks. You know what it's like to gut up to this and go out every day and go past the peer pressure and come out day one and say 9/11 was an inside job and lose most of the radio stations I was on? You know what it's like to go to sleep every night knowing you work for a bunch of psychotic killers and you bastards are probably going to end up killing me one day? You know what it's like knowing you've ruined my life? You know what it's like, you sons of bitches? I'm tired of your crap! You commit evil, you're part of an evil system, and we're...
Sailed past me in the subscriber count, although he'd regularly been pulling in about 4 times the daily views of this channel. Now long ago I decided that if this ever happened, I should just quit, as when a paranoia merchant gains more traction in a public arena than a channel mostly centered around the importance of science and education in the future of civilization, well, all is lost, and you should as well just quit YouTube as a lost cause, fuck society, and prioritize your own future. However, that was a long time ago, and things have changed a lot since then. This channel now stands at some 30 million hits, and deep in the mind is the realization that society is just a summation of its components, and if everyone, with their incremental effort, just walks away, then there is no future. Yep, I'm staying, but I want you to appreciate that this channel takes up a lot of time. Far more than just a hobby. I mean, just look at the Why Do People Laugh at Creationist series, running time about 5 hours. About the same length as 3 feature-length movies, and typically with a ludicrously high informational density. And that takes a lot of time. More specifically, my time. Now, I choose to do that, and look what's achieved with it. It's good value for time, or money. But thus far, that effort has been provided exclusively by myself. Now, many folk write books and sell them and justify the time they spent that way. I don't do that. I make videos that people like to watch, and it's done for free. Now, I have no intentions of becoming a merchant. For me, time is the limiting factor here, and it's best spent for all concerned with me making videos with that time rather than trying to sell stuff. But in that same vein, I no longer see the need to disallow or discourage those who wish to share the burden, if you like, of creating this media, or support this effort. And for those who actually have an interest in Thunderfoot-themed merchandise, Q Dragon has started and is running a Thunderfoot-themed store on Zazzle. For my part, I'm going to do what I can to maintain the current level of effort. But now, well, leastwise on the top shelf stuff, it's going to be accompanied by something along these lines, that this work is supported by the donations of viewers. Well, what about partnership and advertising, I hear you say? Well, I'm sure if I was doing something marketable with the channel, you know, something that people would want to advertise on, or that there was a product that could be sold, that would be fine. But regrettably I'm not. And the advertising revenue, at least when I can convince YouTube to do it, is disappointing. And yeah, YouTube and Google get really antsy if you actually mention numbers. Now, if you think this is the end of the Thunderfoot channel, then please, by all means, just say so below, for there's little point in me making the effort to produce this media if people are no longer interested. And if you think that it's a worthwhile effort, but wouldn't part with a penny of your own money for it, that's fine, and by all means say so. And if you think this work is worth encouraging, then I welcome your support, either financially or in the comments. And seeing as this is arguably the worst time to do this, I'm actually going to be travelling again, work this time, and I'm going to be living out of a suitcase in Europe for the next 2 months or so. Pragmatically, that means I'm really not going to be in a position to be making much of the involved media for the next couple of months or so. Although I'll probably get a chance to put out the top most beautiful moments series, something I've been meaning to do for a long time. Anyway, till next time, many thanks.